I wanted to create a four-step slide in PowerPoint, and someone has told me to use a smart art for this, and this is how I have created the slide. You can see here the first title comes, then the text, then second, third, and fourth. For me, at the beginner stage, this slide is okay, but when you go to the somewhat more advanced stage or where you want to have a more professional look, then this is not the slide for you. So I have changed this slide or converted this slide from this to something like this. You can see here, it will show you the first option with nice light bright colors, then the second and third option comes there, and the fourth option. So you can see the difference here. This is the slide which you have created earlier, and then we have taken a more professional look for this. So let's see how to do this in PowerPoint. Add a new slide, and I'm going to fill the slide with an image. For that, go to Insert, Shapes, select a rectangle, cover the slide with the rectangle, shape outline, make it no outline, right mouse click, go to Format Shape, and select Picture or Texture Fill. Let me just click. By default, I have selected this image before, so that's the reason this image is coming. If you want, you can just go to Insert, from File, and then you can select any of the image from your computer. Then I'm going to select this image, press Ctrl C to copy, go to View, Slide Master, scroll up, select the first main slide or the slide master, then Ctrl V to paste it, and here I have made somewhat transparency effect, otherwise the slide was something like this, or the image. If you want, you can just reduce it, and once you have adjusted the transparency level, just close the master view. And if you can see here, the background, the image is already copied, so I don't need this image. I'm just going to delete it. Next, to add the color shades, for that I'm going to go to Insert, Shapes, select a rectangle again, draw the rectangle at the bottom of the slide, and again shape outline, make it no outline, and I'm going to select this color. For that, go to Shape Fill. You can use eyedropper. I'm going to use just a yellow color, and if you want, you can make some transparency effect. And here height, I'm going to make it 1.15, and I'm going to double it exactly the next one. So this is 1.15. Let me just copy this one, Ctrl D to duplicate this, and I'm going to change the color to light green, which is this color. And then now this height is 1.15. I'm going to make it 2.3, exactly double it, so 2.3, and bring it down and just say send to back. You can see here. Now I'm going to select this, press Ctrl D, and I'm going to give a color which is green, and this is now 2.3. now this will be 3.45, and bring it down, send to back. And then the last one, select this, press Ctrl D to duplicate it, and change the color to the kind of blue gray, and now 3.45 to, you can just change it to 4.6, and bring it down and send to back. So you can see here our design is ready. If you want, you can give some transparency effect so that the image in the background can be visible. So you can just give 10%, 15%, whatever. So give some transparency effect. The next step is to add the options. For that, I'm going to insert shapes, select a oval shape, draw the oval shape by holding the shift key, maybe this much size, and make sure that this is align center. And shape outline, you can use some nice green color, and shape fill, you can use some green color, like nice colors. And shape outline, make it no outline. And then I'm going to select this, press Ctrl D to duplicate it, reduce the size by holding the shift key again, and bring it exactly in the center. And you can change the color to maybe dark gray, is not visible, maybe this color. And then I'm just going to add the icons onto it. For that, to add the icons, I'm going to go to insert icons. For this, you need to have an active internet connection. And select any 4 or 5 good icons according to your requirement. And just say insert. You can see here I have selected 5 icons. Just say insert and keep it aside here. Then let me just copy this, Control D, Control D, and Control D. So I've added 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to select all these icons and change the format, the background or graphic fill to white, and bring one by one. You can just reduce the size and you can put it here. This also you can reduce the size further and bring to front. Then let me just copy this here. This also I have to bring to front, and we'll reduce the size. And then add this one maybe here. Again bring to front, reduce the size, click here or select this one, and then one icon I'm just going to copy on top of this. Now on the left side of this I'm going to add the numbers, and on the right side I'm going to add the options. For that, go to insert text box and just say 01. Make it a white font. Make it somewhat big if you want, or bold, and center aligned. Let me just increase the size. So this will be my first option. Control D, bring it down. Second, third, and fourth, just change the numbers. Third and fourth. And then on the right side here, I'm going to add some more detailed text. Just say, type here own text here. Again, make it white. If you want, you can reduce the font size a little bit. Control D to duplicate. This is the second, third, and fourth. And make sure that all text are properly aligned. Go to format, align, align left, and this text also make sure to align it. Now we'll add some lines and some animation to it. Now let me just add some lines here, connecting lines. Go to insert shapes, select the lines, and draw the line from the first to this, and shape outline, make it white or light gray, and from here this press Ctrl D, add to the bottom of this one. Let me just add and then put it here. So likewise you need to just join it, Ctrl D again. So I'm going to join with this and top of this one, again Ctrl D. So you can see here we have added all the icons, and then let's do the animation part. Before adding the animation, I need to do two changes. First of all, select all these circles, the oval shape here, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and go to format, shape outline, make it to white, and then group the objects one by one for each circle. So let me just select this first and then select this. Using Control or Shift key you can do it. Press Control G to group it. Then I'm going to select these two, Control G, then these two, again Control G. Just do it for all. So this is the last one. Press Ctrl G to group it. Now I want to add animation. First of all, I would like to add the animation for this. For this, go to Animations tab. I'm going to use Fly In. Fly In, it should not come from the bottom, it should come from top. For that, I will say from top. And at the same time, I want this black rectangle should come from the bottom. For this, I'm going to add a different animation called stretch, which is available under more entrance effects. Go to moderate and select stretch and say OK. And stretch options, it should come from bottom. You can see here, and this should happen with previous. At the same time, it will happen if I play. You can see here it is coming together. And then after this, the line should come. For this, again I'm going to add the same animation, which is stretch, more entrance effect, set stretch and say OK. And this also should come from top. Now you can see here it's coming down, and this should happen after previous. And I'm selecting this group and again going to use the same animation, which is stretch. It should happen again from top. You can see here if I play, it comes and then this comes here. And then I want this animation to come from left side. For this, I'm going to use a fly in and effect option. You can say from left, and this should happen with previous. And again, if you want, you can either use stretch or you can use a fly in. Let me just use fly in, and this should happen from right. And this also I'll say with previous. Now let me just play this. So when I click, you can see here it comes like this. Then for me, doing the animation is very simple. I'm going to first select this particular black rectangle, click on animation and click the second one, which is the green one. It comes like this, and this one I'm going to make it on click. Then again this line I'm going to select animation painter, click on this line. Again this one, animation painter to the second option, and this number to this number, and this text to this text. So again let me just play it. So if you can see here, it comes the first one, then comes the second one. Likewise, I'm just going to do it now for this, the green one, animation painter to this, and then this one, animation painter to this. So it's very easy. Using animation painter, you can save a lot of time. So let me just do it quickly for all of this. And then this is the last one I'm going to select. The line should be the next. Then this. Sorry, then I'm going to select this and click on this one. So let's see how the animation works now. You can see here the first one, second one, third one, and the fourth options. It's very simple, a simple animations I have used. That's it from me, friends. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe PowerPoint University. See you soon with more interesting stuff. Till then, goodbye.